Now to the UEFA Europa Conference League, and in the latest episode of our new series, Chapters, we continue the story of Danish side Randers. As they prepared for their first European knockout round fixture in the spring, the club and their loyal fan base's unprecedented journey continued, the first of its kind after their foundation just 19 years ago.
Randers FC is quite a new club, but one of the things that I think is evolving right now is the contact between the club and the fans.
I feel like it's been pretty good. I feel like the fans, no matter how we do, good or bad, the support is continuous.
But how do you see the bond between you and the fans? How do you, as players, how can you make it stronger?
The fans they want players that try their best for the club, because it means so much for them when, that the team does well and is doing well. So I think the best way to, reward the fans for their support is to just give your best.
For winger Tosin Kehinde, whose career began with a 7-year spell in Manchester United's youth academy, Randers' first leg trip to England to face former Premier League champions Leicester represented a return to familiar surroundings. While for the club's ardent travelling support, it was an opportunity to witness arguably the biggest game in their short history.
You're going back to England. Will that be special for you?
Yeah, it will be, because a lot of my family will definitely be there, and a lot of my friends will be there and will watch the game, so it's going to be a special day for me.
Any Leicester fans in your family?
No, definitely not. All of them are supporting us.
Oh, and Randers FC. Yeah,
yeah.
Perfect.
People don't think that we will be able to do anything in the game, but there's such a big upside that what if we're able to get something there, People still look at us as a little bit like we're crashing the party,
Yeah.
So I do appreciate, especially the fans that go to the games that are not close, especially to the European games. Yeah. It takes a lot for them to get to these games, and for us to do well, it's a little bit like extra motivation, and it's like a thank you, when we do get a result in Europe, So yeah, we try and do it for them.
Det er helt hjerteskærende at se, når man har fulgt klubben i så mange år, hvor den blev startet op, og se, hvad den er blevet til nu, at vi kan stå her over i England og møde Leicester. Det er fantastisk.
Det er fantastisk som sådan en lille klub på Randers, at komme herover og opleve den kæmpe stemning. Det har været super dage. Alle folk er glade og tager imod os med åbne arme.
Der nogensinde er sket for en lille klub som Randers. Det er fantastisk for os, også ude i de små byer ude omkring Randers, at komme herover og følge, at vi skal over og møde Leicester, som er et Premier League-hold. Kæmpe stort for Randers.
With 600 travelling supporters cheering them on, Randers kicked off their first competitive match in England. It was an encouraging opening from the Danish Cup champions. Leicester, however, soon came to life. Visiting goalkeeper Patrick Karlgren was proving a frustrating foe as he sought a first clean sheet in the competition. But in the 23rd minute, that fantasy was foiled. A release of emotion from Wilfred Ndidi and a release of pressure around Leicester City Stadium as the hosts began to turn the screw. Karlgren continued to keep his club in the game. And on the stroke of half-time, his heroics were rewarded. A second goal in Europe for captain Vito Hammershøi-Mastrati, and a moment to savour for those who'd made the 830-kilometre journey. but could they dare to dream? Those in blue were in no mood for a fairy tale as they sought just a second win in 2022. And 4 minutes after the interval, Harvey Barnes restored order. It had been 67 days since Randers had last played a competitive match, and it started to show in the second half. Patson Daka's goal was his 10th of the season, and the striker was rewarded with a standing ovation. Before Kiernan Dewsbury Hall had the fans back on their feet. With 4 goals on the score sheet, a club record haul in Europe was in sight. But a 5th would prove elusive for the Foxes. Brendan Rodgers, however, could be pleased with his side's performance. And despite the scoreline, it was a night those from Randers will long remember.
Jeg havde på fornemmelsen, at Randers kan godt få et mål, men at det så kom, det er ret vildt. Jeg tror også, at både dem på stadion her gik med amok, men også dem derhjemme. Altså, det er vildt, at det kunne ske, kan man sige.